Good afternoon, White Pine County School District. This is your Superintendent Adam Young, and I have the great pleasure today of joining Jalee Williams, an incoming senior at White Pine High School, and looking forward to getting to know her a little bit better and sharing some of her wisdom and her life with you all who are watching today. So thanks for joining me, Jalee.
Of course, thank you for having me.
So, what you're going to be a senior here? Well, you are a senior, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I am.
And as you've gone through the summer between your junior year and your senior year, what are some of the things that have kept you busy and, looking forward to the future? What have you been up to?
Looking forward is my CNA class. I finally signed up for the CNA class, a certified nursing assistant. I'm really looking forward for that. And another thing I'm looking forward is national, sorry, National Honor Society.
Yeah.
Going back to it and learning from our mistakes and knowing what we can do better.
So let's talk a little bit about the C. So in order to take that class, you had to start with health science, correct?
Yes.
So what are some of the things that in health science that you learned about that caused you to say, "Oh, I want to take CNA"?
It was the teachers how they taught us, and I just found myself really interested about the anatomy, and, especially how you can just help someone with all of this information. And I want to continue it. I've been doing it for at least 3 years. Now my fourth year, I'll be actually doing my CNA class.
Yeah, I love that. And you strike me as someone who would be an excellent nurse someday because you do care about people. Like that's evident just in interacting with you. You really um, want to know people and care for them and want to be tender and compassionate and kind. So I really think that that's a great fit. Um, what about athletics this summer? Because you're volleyball, but volleyball, football, soccer, and girls golf. Those are our fall sports season,
Yes.
and you're involved in the soccer team, correct?
Yep.
Yep. So how's that going?
It's been incredible so far. We've actually just got done with our morning practice, and now we're going to go to our evening practice. It's been amazing so far. We got a spectacular group of girls, and it's been amazing.
Yeah. So it's double days time. So are you doing lots of
Yes.
conditioning and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mornings are conditioning
Uh-huh.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
quite nice. Not dealing with the heat so
Yeah.
much.
For sure, a little bit cooler. And like for you, what do you feel like some of the things that you learn during soccer are? And do you see a connection between those things that you learn in a extracurricular activity and what you have planned for your future?
Definitely being hardworking. When you're in a sport, you have to give it your all, give it 100%, as well as being a team.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like a team, contributing to the team, a team member.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also being able to be a good communicator with your coach and with your teammates, having that good bond is really nice, especially helping you with your future, with your coworkers, your employees.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, on a team, when you're on a team like that, sometimes there's conflict, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and maybe not everybody's best friends, and sometimes you just don't get along with somebody, and so
Mm.
part of a team is figuring that out, isn't it?
Yeah, big time. We've actually had some scenarios during basketball and sometimes soccer, and I'm really glad that we have our coaches that know how to help our teammates figure it out together, and it makes us a little stronger.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, those are definitely things I hear a lot of times. Um, the kind of the refrain of, "Oh, I can't wait until high school's over or whatever, and I don't have to deal with the drama." And I think it's true that there's a certain amount of drama that kind of you grow out of a little bit. I think that's true. I also know it to be true based on my own life experience that there's a certain amount of drama that does not go away. And that regardless of your age, there is conflict and there's, interpersonal dynamics that people have a hard time working their way through. So, as much as people might want to think that all of that stuff ends when you're done being a teenager, that has not been my experience. And so, learning how to and getting practice, I guess, and some mentoring from your coaches about how to work your way through those things, I think can be really helpful.
It's been really nice.
Yeah. So you're excited for your CNA class. That you said that. What else are you looking forward to as a senior going into high school?
The sports. I'm pretty excited. I was hoping to be a team captain for soccer. There's 2 more positions for soccer, I believe. And I hope to fill one of those positions as a team captain.
Yeah, yeah, good for you. And besides soccer and CNA, is there anything else that that you're going? Oh, I'm excited for this to get going.
Um, I want to say graduating. I gotta say,
That'll be here so fast.
so when I first started high school, I really thought it was gonna take forever and ever.
Yeah,
But nope, it went by quickly. I gotta say, I'm a little nervous for graduating. I wasn't expecting my senior year to come so fast.
yeah.
Mm.
It sneaks up on you. What is your plan after you graduate? I'm sure you have several, but what are you thinking about?
Definitely go to college. I don't know which college yet, but I want to be an occupational therapist when I get
Okay.
older.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So for people who are watching this that don't know what an occupational therapist does, do you want to share a little bit about that?
Yes, it helps people who have been in accidents or has a disability become more independent, helping them throughout their daily activities. And I really like that you can help them just be more dependent on themselves because it's really upsetting sometimes when you can't rely on yourself. You always have to rely on others all the time. And it's just, you want to be your own person. You want to be able to do things. And I want them to know that they are capable of doing whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
And I want to do that.
Yeah. Well, again, this goes to your nature as kind of someone who wants to assist others and lift them up and help them kind of find their voice and be successful. So I can see you being very good at that someday.
Here, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So you are also, Jalee, the official student member of the White Pine County School District Board of Trustees. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Um, what say what you want to about that? Like, how did you become interested in that? What does this look like for you? What about this is intriguing for you? Why did you decide you wanted to do it? Like, just anything that's on your mind there.
When I first heard about the position, I was really curious. I didn't know what a student board trustee was. So I did a little bit more research about it, and to learn that the student trustee is supposed to be a voice for their classmates, for all the students. And I was so interested with that, giving our school, our students a voice, so then they feel heard, that they are capable of improving their school and making changes, that they can do that just by having someone be an advocate for them. I really like that.
So, as a student trustee, you went through a process to be selected for that, correct?
Yes.
So, what was that process like?
The first was writing a statement. It can be 5 to 6 paragraphs. And then I believe that was in April when we did that statement. And then somewhere in around April as well, we were brought in, after school, we went through an interview process. We had 3 trustees interview us. I was actually one of the first trustees to be interviewed. I was a little nervous because sometimes I'm like, oh, normally the first one is kind of like the guinea pig in a way. But I felt like it went really well. I had so much fun in the interview. And then when the interview was done in June, you came in. I remember I was specifically in fifth period when you brought me into the hallway and you told me the great news that I I made, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, that I,
Was selected.
yep, that I was selected. I like, that's the word I was looking for. That I was selected. And I was so astonished. I'm like, me? Really, me? I, I couldn't believe it that they chose me, that you guys chose me. And I was just so excited and I was a little nervous at first too. I'm like, what if I mess up? But I was just so happy that I got this position, and I was so thankful for you guys to choose me.
Yeah. Well, you bring a lot to the table, so I think that it is definitely a mutually beneficial relationship. But after that started, then you officially attend Board of Trustees meetings, and you get to speak your piece regarding policy and budget types of things, and you've attended several meetings now, correct? And so I I'm interested to know how you feel like it's going so far. Obviously, you have a lot ahead of you as well for the rest of the school year. But what do you want to share about this experience and how it's been for you so far? What are you learning?
My experience has been amazing so far. I'm really glad that I get to sit around such an amazing group of people on the board. They're very patient and understanding, and it's nice to have their support, knowing that if I accidentally mess up or stutter, that it's okay because everyone makes those mistakes
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah,
And we have such a great time laughing and making little jokes. It's been really fun. And then I learned so much that you guys do more than school. You look at the community and you just do a lot of things. And I was not expecting that.
yeah. Well, being a part of that group, Jaylee, you were talking about sports and soccer and how by participating in that, you are learning some problem solving skills and working hard and conflict resolution and stuff like that. And um, I feel like those are a lot of the things that are learned not only by a student who participates on a government body like a board, but also from the adults who participate on that body because um, no one person on a board holds the power.
Mm-hmm.
Any decision that is made by the collective, which means that there has to be a willingness to hear other sides and to sometimes debate and maybe have a hard conversation and then vote.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes if the vote doesn't go your way, at that point, if you're a responsible board member, what you do is you say, okay, the vote didn't go the way that I wanted it to, but for the good of the whole, this is now a board decision. And so even though I dissented, I now put my support behind the decision that's been made. And for the good of the organization, I'm on board and I'm here to help be part of the team.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a hard thing to learn, as a 17-year-old or 18-year-old. It's also hard to learn as a 45-year-old or a 50-year-old. Like this is very, it's like human interaction and behavior and how do we learn how to work together instead of, what we see sometimes in the news and whatever is people just fighting all the time and trying to make their point and speaking over others and yelling and being demeaning and things like that.
Yeah, I always like that you guys see from their point of view, their perspective, and it's always nice that everyone feels confident in that room. They don't feel judged or anything. They feel free to say what they want, and I really like that about in our meetings.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have the opportunity this year, depending on your sports schedules and stuff, to travel to professional development with the Board of Trustees. and to, as noted in the kind of the application process, like, you have a responsibility too. This isn't like a joyride. It's, you are an official representative of the students in our school district, and that means that you have to read the agendas and the backup material and come to the meetings, and it's not like you're getting a lot of glory for doing this. It's a duty and a responsibility.
Big time.
Yeah. Well, I admire you. I appreciate you. I'm so excited to see what happens as you go through your senior year. Looking forward to watching you on the soccer field and sitting next to you in our board meetings.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Next time you see Jalee around, make sure you say hi to her, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.